We're on Lake Superior today, one of the largest freshwater bodies on Earth, and we are ice fishing it, which doesn't happen very often. Got Dawson from the rod shop with today, his first time ever being out here. And I guess the goal for the day, or for the next couple of days, we're going to be here for 2 days, is obviously catch lake trout, but just enjoy being out in the Apostle Islands. It took us a while to get out here this morning. Ice conditions are actually really good. There's a lot of ice, but it's a lot of pack ice. So we put a lot of miles on this morning just trying to get a decent ways out here. We're kind of just gonna give this spot a little time and see what happens, but out here on Superior, the land of big lake trout. Nice, 140 or so, 151. Sick. This is kind of a very common jig out here on Lake Superior. It's called a Banty Beetle. It's kind of just a big airplane jig that you load a bunch of meat onto. It's kind of the OG way to fish out here. That's how I learned how to fish out here. We'll get her baited up and then we'll kind of explain the rod and reel we're using today too. Alright, so we got our herring on there for a tail. Grab a couple of lake shiners. Those are gonna get put right on these prongs here. Through the side of them. That's what we're using. Oh, we got current and bait. Woo! This is what's called a hoop. Kind of the OG way of fishing out here is what they call bobbing for lake trout. This is pretty much what all of the OGs fish with out here. Obviously in conditions like this, reels freeze up, line freezes up. It's just kind of brutal conditions. So this is a way to get around the conditions. You pretty much just have a wood hoop that's wrapped in 30-pound wire. And there's about 300 feet of it on here. And you're kind of jigging with the hoop, and then when you catch one, when you get hooked up, you're going to set the hook with the hoop, get rid of the hoop, and then you're hand lining them just like you would a tip up. So your reel obviously can't freeze up, your line can't freeze up because it's wire. It also cuts the current a lot out here. There is a lot of current, and even with a 1.5 ounce bait, I mean, you can see my line angle here. Can you get that?
Yeah.
I mean, my wire is definitely touching the bottom of my hole and zooming that way, but that's a good thing. Current out here is a good thing. It seems like days where you have a decent amount of current, the fish bite a little better. I'm not sure if it moves bait around, moves the fish around, what it does exactly, but seems like days you don't have any current, it's a little bit harder to catch fish. I don't think we've marked a lake trout yet. There's tons of bait, but we've given it a decent amount of time, so probably a decent idea to move. The one problem right now though with moving is the pack ice. It's hard to get places, so kind of just have to pick our way through it real slow. Try not to break anything. I'm just happy to be out here. There's good current, there's good bait. I know things will happen. It just need to drop on some fish and have some action. So it's like 225 feet of water out there, so we'll try it.
All right.
Woo! Spot number 2. Let's go. We're gonna fish a little deeper now. We were in about 140 feet where we last were. We're gonna fish about 175 now. Kind of next to 200 and some feet of water, close to shore. So we're just gonna beep bop around for a little bit and see what we can find. lot less ice here. There's still 8 inches probably, but
I'm absolutely hyped to be out here though.
good.
Whether we catch fish or not, this is cool.
Huge cloud of bait. So much bait here. All right.
Fish on! That came out of nowhere. Did you see that? It wasn't even on the Vexar.
No. Come up and smoke it?
Yeah. Well, he chased it, lost interest, and then I dropped it back down below him, and then he like, I didn't even see him on the Vexar, and all of a sudden I went to go start reeling up again. My rod just bent over.
You let me know if you feel me. I feel you.
Okay.
Oh no, your smelt's gone. Never mind. Good work, dude. Looks heavy.
It is. My wrist is already sore. That's my leader.
Nice fish, dude. Sandy fish. First Lake Superior Lake Trout. Good job, dude. Gosh, took a while, but look how fat he is.
Yeah, he's so fat.
I know. Pretty fish. Good work, dude.
Thank you.
So pretty. Heck yeah! They do exist.
Yeah.
Good work, Dawson.
Oh yeah.
It's much nicer in here.
Yeah. I commend you for sitting out there.
Good job, man.
Thank you. This is the Thorne Bros Pro Glass, 42 inches. I'd call it a heavy action rod. With these big baits that we're using, like 1 to 2 ounce baits. You know, some guys even go up to 3 or 4 ounce baits. It's kind of necessary. You can see how much it bends my rod just by doing that, and it's not a light rod at all. I have a couple of Pro Graphites with me, but to deal with the current, we gotta use such heavy baits that this is honestly probably a little too light. If the current dies down, then maybe I'll use baits that would be more appropriate for that, but no, this rod is just perfect for what we're doing today. I'm having fun, you know, we're off the skunk bus and I'm excited. Yeah, just caught my first Lake Superior Lake Trout. I couldn't be more happy. It's been pretty slow today. We've been moving around a little bit. Took us a while to get out here, checking ice, dealing with like these fields of chunk ice. But now we're in a spot that has a lot of bait, and yeah, we're just hoping that either a window opened up or more fish are going to start moving through.
Making a little lunch. Actually kind of surprising how warm it can stay behind this thing. Heat her up enough to make her warm and have a little lunch. What up, Gumby? Oh. You're having a little snack too. Sun's trying to come out. I mean, it's still cold, but like it's not horrible out here.
Yeah. You think there's not moving much today?
I don't know.
Fish will be fish.
Big head shakes. Sun came out and they're biting now. Feels real nice. Like, yeah, he feels good. My deucer's probably froze in, so there he goes. Yeah, he's nice. Real nice. his head up. Got him? Heck yeah.
Nice fish, Michael. Holy
That's what we've been fishing for all day. Finally had the sun come out. Dawson got one right away when the sun came out, and that's like a 15-pounder. They're so fat right now. The amount of bait in the lake is crazy. My pliers. Do you have pliers on you? Want to get them back quick. Got to get them back quick.
Yep, okay.
Woo!
We're off the skunk bus.
Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
My drag must have been really tight or it's frozen. One of the two. Because, like, he tried to run a couple times, but I think it was just too tight where he couldn't. That's a good fish for out here. That's a 15 pounder, real nice fish. Probably only like 34 inches long too. Maybe less than that, but just so fat. I reeled up my hoop. I'm like, I'm gonna fish my tube for a little bit. And I got it down there, and a big mark came off the bottom and chased me super far up. Didn't bite, and I dropped it all the way down to the bottom, and he followed it all the way down. And then I just started reeling again when it hit the bottom, and here he came up with it and rod loaded up. Heck yeah, my hands are frozen.
Yeah.
Obviously with a fish like that, you really want to admire them because they're so cool and they're so old. But when I'm fishing outside like this, Dawson's kind of a different story because he's inside the nice warm house. But it's like 5 degrees today, so if you don't get them back quick, their fins can freeze. I could already feel his skin starting to get hard, so as quick as you can take that picture of the fish and get them back, especially a fish that size, if you're not going to keep them, it's just so much healthier for the fish. So they're so old at that size that you want to take care of them so they can get bigger. Most people, when they go ice fishing, the night bite is kind of something you stay for, but out here, just for safety reasons, you kind of want to get packing up a little early in case something goes wrong. You definitely don't want to be stranded out here after dark. Easy to get turned around. We do have GPS, but it's just the right thing to do.
Is that where we're fishing? Okay.
No battery. Oh my God. Dude, it doesn't even get, it just gets the bottom of the hole and just goes whoosh.
A lot of ice.
Pack ice. Sometimes it's just like that out here. It actually doesn't look too bad. All right, spot number 2. The first spot had extreme current and only like 8 inches of ice, so it wasn't a great idea to be there all day, so we had to move. Came around on the other side of the island. The current doesn't look as bad. The pack ice is so thick, there's got to be a 1.5 foot of ice here. But we still have good current here, but kind of very similar to yesterday. I can still get down to the bottom in 175 and see my bait good. On the live scope, it's about 20 feet, 25 feet to my right. You can even see the line angle here. We still have a pretty decent line angle in the hole. So, but yeah, little update. We made a big move, only because we couldn't fish where we were before. It's just a little sketchy. We were close to some open water, so it's just the right thing to make a little bit of a move when you have that much current next to it. So I have high hopes. We've caught one small one already here, so we know there's fish around. We're probably going to camp out here for a while and see what happens.
Just a wee little guy. I think that one is going to go home with me. Quick little update. I just caught the first fish of the morning, probably 18 to 20 inches. Probably here for 30-ish minutes, and yeah, just put one topside. We had another one chase that didn't bite, and another guy near us caught a 28 incher, so I think we're going to stick around here for a little bit and see if we can put these rods to work.
I love hanging dead bait. It's just such a great technique. One, I mean, you can run 3 lines, so having an extra line in the water, even if it is brutal outside and we have to have it in the shack, just running a what is that, 6-8 inch Cisco or so, just on a single treble hook right through the back, and we're gonna hang them kind of in the middle of the water column. Since we're fishing bottom, just having another bait up high, like another fish on the screen right now. That could be one up high. So we're gonna hang this guy down there and just sort of set the drag nice and light, stick it in the snow, and if we see the rod tip start bouncing, we know we got a fish on. So just another technique, and a lot of the times big fish come on this type of stuff too. I mean, you can catch any size of them on here, but obviously with it being that big of a bait, most of the time it's a nicer fish. Go to 80, right in the middle. Cool. I just backed the drag all the way off, so it's nice and light. They can take line, and then if one is grabbing it, we'll just push the button, tighten up the drag, engage it, and give them the beans.
Just got hammered.
That one came in, we were just talking, and doesn't feel too big, but lake trout. Nice head shakes. Not a bad fish. Something to get the skunk out. He's not that small. He's nice. Little guy. But on a slow morning, we'll take it. Oh, easy, easy. We're letting you go. Nice little lake trout. Came in, he was super aggressive, so good sign. Cool. Yeah. And we're cooking. It always happens that way. Cooking a little burrito on the heater and caught a lake trout. So yesterday afternoon we switched over to the rod and the reel. Just with the hoop and line management, having to move spots every now and then and continuously wrap the hoop, it was just getting a little hard. So we switched over to the rod and the reel. That's what I caught the nice one on yesterday and caught that fish on too. In the shack with the heater going, having everything be nice and thawed, it's a lot easier to fight a fish on a rod and a reel than it is the hoop. So fishing inside today, so we're using the rod and the reel. This is a drop tine tube It's an 1.5 ounce Hunger Strike tube. What that means, the Hunger Strike tube has the blade off the back of it. So it's just a tiny little, like probably number 8, or it's just like a tiny little number 7 Colorado blade or so. And then what's really nice about these tubes too is they have this front treble hook. I changed the treble hook out that comes on it just to go with a little bit bigger one. That fish had just the front treble hook hooked up on them. So most of the time when these lake trout eat, they are coming from the bottom of the bait, but they most of the time, just like a muskie would, head shoot the bait. So when they eat it from the head, they're more likely to get that treble hook in their mouth first. So 1.5 ounces, this is called a bloody nose. Half of it glows, the tip is red. It's already kind of starting to rip out from that fish yesterday, but excellent bait by Drop Tine Tackle. We do have those in the shop.
Have you been nervous at all in the trip? Not once?
No, not really. The biggest thing I'm nervous about is something breaking on my snowmobile.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a grinder of a day, Dawson.
It's
It's so cool being out here though.